cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down
crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you?
All right, everybody. We're back for day number 2 of the CCS 3 ranked decision here. Second day of these groups getting a chance to look over how everything is going to progress and where things will go. You've seen a little bit of the PC making its way over here. FaZe Clan Love right there. PGS starts this weekend, actually, the first of the event, and this is going to be a big event for us here. And, you know, we got big PC events, big console events. PUBG still thriving and surviving here in 2023. And it has been a successful 5 years for PUBG. Happy to be a part of this journey basically since the beginning, at least, of real PUBG competition as far as the console side goes. There was a few things back then, but man, there is a lot of tournaments, a lot of changes, a lot of progression that has happened over the years of PUBG, and over the last 2.5, 3 years, it has been fantastic to watch these teams grow. But today, all the attention is going to be on these teams here. 16 teams. We've seen C and D yesterday. Today we kick things off here, looking off with groups B and D. And with both of those groups in, again, we got to see D yesterday, so we will see some familiar names here on stream. Some that we're looking off right in particular. Hyper, game number 1 yesterday, started off with the AUG, absolutely cracked. 6 kills, I think, if not, no, 7 kills to match Core. I want to say it was Spencer there in the first match, and this was just gaming. Things were just done. This is a newer squad to the roster here on CCS 3, and they're just making a name for themselves. And we'll see if they can actually continue to progress that same thing. Looks like we got a little bit of shots going on with T3, so let's pop ourselves over there, see how things are looking. 11 more bullets here, looking to get something. Actually, we got Pixel a little bit closer to the action here, so we'll see if he's actually going to be able to get some. Grabs the car and he's out. It looks like more or less that was a fight for the vehicle there, and we see that quite often at this drop spot, no matter which team you are. Again, there's only so many vehicles, and again, esports spawns that you're guaranteed that vehicle right there. So that's a huge pickup, to say the least, here from T3. We got Pixel actually joining the squad, Stunman as well. Some new faces here, joining T3, at least from yesterday, so this may make a difference. We did see T3 come off with a victory yesterday. Fury, Pixel, and Rewind, again, there's a lot to be done. Grizz Stuns was involved yesterday. We did see a lot of the T3 going in, so we'll see what does happen with the rest here. Over to the side, let's go check out a couple other teams. Monkey actually going down over here, was getting involved in that fight. It looks like Golden had a rough day yesterday. Did not have the best performance, but started to, at least learn from the mistakes. Haven't lost anybody. They did get engaged in the fight, but didn't go over the top. Did not, more or less make it a do or die fight, right? They shot some shots. They let them know, hey, we're here. We're not going to go down. And then they went back to looting and grabbed them. This is exactly what needs to happen in these kind of situations. Phase 1 is not a phase. It's not a phase. It's not a fight phase. You wait till that phase 2, the rotation. Sure, grab some kills, but if you're geared up, ready to fight every phase 1, not a healthy situation for you or your squad. And we've seen that time and time again in in competition where you see a lot of hot drops contest, or you see contesting happen. Contesting almost ruins the competition, so everybody's kind of backed up straight away from that, and more or less now it's a drop and run. But again, when you fight right off the rip phase 1, it really does ruin a lot of the chances and a lot of the late game things that potentially could be happening here. So big chances to see what could be coming here, but there's a lot in the making and a lot in the mix here, basically, for these teams today. Second day, there is a lot of the overall leader. We'll actually get a chance to bring up that overall leaderboard, and now that we've kind of seen where everybody's kind of grabbed on the drop spots there, again, KO and Lipovka over here joining the team. WC, of course, we've seen in their regular drop spot just there outside the shelter prison. GTS, we got some new faces. Zig in there, right, and Smokes joining as well. Very coming in, did some damage yesterday. Big moves coming out there from Very, so we'll see if GTS continues to pick up the slack from yesterday. They did a fantastic job keeping up some points, putting up a lot of what we'll call early game, moves to set themselves up in the late game, much like Core. And Core came off with 2 victories yesterday, so it's definitely one of those squads where I'll be keeping my eye on. And there's Core doing what they do best, rotating right to zone. You've got Gav already holding it down here. Didn't get to see a whole lot from Gav yesterday, but nonetheless, Core pulled together all as a team. Gav still was, here, there, and everywhere, but there was just a lot going on in the tourney yesterday, so we'll see if this is going to be another Core performance. I checked the T-Wire stats from our groups yesterday, and to say the least, let's at least put it this way. From yesterday, Core had 3 of the top 4 players, and then I think it was Ollie that was in like 10th place, but out of 10 spots there, Core basically was in all those 10 spots. The top 3 go to Core, and inside the top 10, all 4 Core players are. And that just, if that doesn't show you the performance that they put on yesterday, then I don't know what does. K7 as well. K7 with a whole lot going on. kills. You know, they basically matched Core in kills, but they could not match Core in the placement points. The fact that Core was able to basically make top 8 and, you know, top 5 even every time was definitely the difference here. Got a little bit of a run in here. Rick, though, was caught out by Rousey. Rousey, I have not seen in a while, so good to see Ace Esports still surviving and thriving. Nade goes up top. That at least is going to, you know, for now, block out some time. Stun comes in, hoping to bait him out there. Now help coming in, actually from the side. DD on the pull-up. Thankfully enough, I think they're actually going to avoid. No, Dynamic actually... oh, they're up top. They're up top. Must be in the plane up top, and, you know, you love to see it there. They're actually pulling away. Rousey's inside the vehicle. He's going to make his way away. And then there it goes. There's a lot of bugs going on. I know Dynamic was actually pulling. They did pull up in the vehicle. Just a little bit of spectator bug there. But Dynamic, Yang, Pickle, and then, you know, they're actually getting a chance to go. Weak, though, still just surviving here. Nobody knows from DD that he's quite up here yet. So could easily take 1 or 2 players out, waiting for his best opportunity. As there's so much shuffling going on down here. Nope, there it is. Pickle's finally got wind that there is somebody up top. He's got it. Comms going in. And there goes good comms, good comms. You know, if you guys got it, good comms. Love to see it. Pickle finding an opportunity. There goes the nade up. That's going to bait him basically out of that room. Another one goes in. Where's he going to be at? Okay, he's out the first room, into the second. And now the push basically coming in from Dynamic. Dynamic holding the stairs. Stun first. And then you got the backup right there from Pickle. Pickle's going to spot him, get some blind. At least, though, he's going to go down there. First kill of the match goes to DD here. And that's Pickle picking up 1. Nice little move there from DD, basically to take that over from Ace Esports, who had the eyes on the same compound. So again, that was a matter of position as well as pull-up right there, and it worked in the favor of Ace Esports there. But nonetheless, DD does get a good spot out of that, but the duo, the 2-2 split going on from Ace Esports, just as strong. So both teams definitely happy with the take that they were able to get there early on. As the rest of the teams continue to rotate in, we could see KO making their way in from the back. GTS as well, and then you got Dig really beating, you know, we're gonna call it the eastern rush over here to the central zone right there, and hopefully they can make their way down over into this swamp area. The swamp area usually is, I've seen quite a few end games there, and I'm not going to talk about it because I wanted quite a few end games where I wanted them yesterday, and they didn't go nowhere near it. So we're just going to leave that one for PUBG to decide and see where this end game's going to end up. We do have some northern land on it again, so we could see that still in with a potential hard shift north, but a lot of these teams really geared up here off Everest and right outside of Gakka, as well as the hospital. Very centralized circles inside this as we catch up on some teams rotating. And shots still being sent out. We will keep the big circle down there on the bottom, seeing where everyone's at as we watch some teams kind of rotate their way in. Slowly but surely making it in, and this is one of those journeys, you know, you kind of go in, you know, again, the Western Voyage, getting your way in from the further part. Erangel is one of the most traversal, you know, no matter where you're at, you're basically going to make it into the zone some way, somehow. Unlike Miramar, where there's mountains and ridges everywhere, this is a free roam map. You basically can take any path you can get. It's going to be a little bumpy, but not as bumpy as majority of the maps there. Again, much like Tago, once we start to see Tago inside the comp, and Destin inside the comp, it's really going to start to change things up. Remember, we do have that meta starting to switch over if you guys aren't familiar, but very soon there is going to be Destin, Tago, there's blue zone grenades. We've already seen the accommodation of the emergency pickup basically come into play here, and that's done a lot to help teams basically put themselves in you know, great positions, and, you know, overtaking central compounds without having to you know, essentially lose a player on the rotation. Yes, you take the high risk, high reward, but the reward from that drop and not losing a player upon rotation is almost, I mean, it's a trade out. You know, it's an even trade out. You're gonna have to, you know, play it out. It's not like it's a nerf there. It's really something that takes tactics, and, you know, it's a gamble. You can drop easily and get sprayed out of the sky. Watch, you know, players easily, you know, rip the parachuters down from the sky there. These players have the aim, they have the accuracy, and they will pre-fire these kind of things there. So that also let that be a lesson to see how that does kind of play into competition here. Nonetheless, circle has shifted, kicking not too many teams outside the zone. Quite a few can play edge. Core just position. I don't know how they do it, and, you know, this is again the threat to the competition right here. You know that it's going to come time and time again where if you see shots coming, you're definitely not going to stop unless you're in fight or flight and you really want to crash that compound. That's the compound you want. Generally, you see shots, you pull right off here in these kind of settings, and I think that's what's happening in a lot of the cases here. Is Gaki actually going to find some shots from the distance down onto No Mercy there. P7 enters the lobby, and Core making sure that they know who's the boss of this lobby. Axron actually on the pull-up. He's looking to confirm this. Gav's already there with the nade. The nade just off. Now a stun in plays. I think they're going to hop right into the vehicle. That nade's going to re-knock. Does a lot of damage on the body, and that Molotov is even perfect. Molotov, that second one, though, a little bit too high. Then spotted out. Axron gets him from the side, and he's trying to avoid the shots from Gav there. Well played from Core. As we just, highlight the team, that look at the way they swarm P7 here. Coming out from the distance over there. I mean, you look at how far they came basically out of the compound. I just talked about the widespread of Core, and then boom. All of a sudden, they need to collapse. They collapse. They grab 2 kills, and now they're back to the attention here. They do realize DES is pulled up just outside the compound, and again, they're already there. Axron ready for the damage. 104 damage, more damage than needed to get that knock right there. And that's an easy 1, 2, 3 for Core right there. Easy kills in the bag, and they're just starting to, again, come out on top here in match number 1. I'm not sure if DES is looking to pull up to get this res, but it looks like they're actually pretty calm where they're at. And it looks like for now, they'll just kind of hang tight. Rest of the teams have rotated. Dig again on some nice central position. I like the way they've got the control. Rest of the team kind of collapsing on Wizzy now that he's got a little bit more of a centralized position. To, basically keeping them in the running for late game right there. I like the way that Dig's playing this. Dig's the team that if they see late game usually ends up in this top 5 position-wise. This screams that they should do well. TNT, however, did not get a chance really to talk about these guys. They're sitting relatively well as well. You got Stimpy, Mikey, Raphael, and Leonard here. This has got to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or if not something very, very similar. That is freaking awesome. One of the best console team names I've seen in quite some time there. TNT. And we're going to love that right there. Again, in reference to some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Lucky enough, they get green, so they end up being green, and that's even cooler right there. So, shout out to TNT. They're holding it down in a good spot. Getting into it, looks like, with RR, who did lose a player a little bit early on. Remember, Ricto caught out all by himself, by his lonesome there. But nonetheless, still looks like it's working out here relatively well for RR. Decent positioning here. Again, this zone is not one of the most unfriendly zones. There's quite a few positions as far as cover goes. It really comes down to the late game and the rotations. I talk about this all the time, and for me, it's timing. Timing. If you don't have the timing, you don't have, the potential to win. Without everything being on a time basis, it really changes a lot. Zone has shifted down south. What a hard shift right there. Basically pulling it up. Dig in the central right there. KO making the rotation down and around here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and drop this post real quick. As we watch these teams rotate, just give me 1 sec, chat. Just give me 1 sec. Trying to multitask here, doing a few things here, responding to a few messages. Get this in, is that we do watch these teams rotate. Not a whole lot happening as far as the knocks go, but where DD is stopping is basically where my attention is right now. Trying to see where they will end up. There's shots coming out. It looks like right now with Narco. Narco's taking some fire. Down there on the bottom right, you still see quite a few teams rotating in. A lot of teams playing edge. Central, really not a place to be. And all right, we're back at it. We're back in the chat. Hello. We're in it. All of you guys, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Cold Through. Thank you guys for all those follows here in the mix. We've got some new sub alerts. We've got some new follow alerts here basically happening out here. So hopefully things are working here as we start to pull that back up. Let me see what we got going. Let me refresh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, it's coming in. Switch over and... right, we're back. Okay, a few things done. New follower alerts coming in. Making sure you guys get that love as well. AE on the rotation. Quite a few teams are starting to rotate. If you did not notice on the bottom right now, the biggest rotation I see is from Apex, actually. Apex ending up in the middle. And guess what they're doing? It's all coming off the parachutes. Dropping directly in the middle. And again, talking about the power of the parachute. There it is. Central zone, phase 3. Not having to risk losing a single player. That's exactly what we want to see right there. Over the top, WC getting involved as well. Looking like they're trying to scout out for some attention for right now. Again, in decent position just outside of DD. Some of the only teams now starting to take zone. Zone was not previously occupied. Now starting to get some occupants there. Bueno lights up some shots. Seen some good clips, some good laughs coming out from quite a few teams inside the Discord. If you guys aren't already, make sure you guys get involved inside the core Discord. You guys get all the banter, all the laughs, and everything inside the Discord. There's so much to go on, Boston. If you guys are one of the people who like to stay up on a little bit of this and a little bit of that, the Discord is the place to do it. You can get to know all these players on a more personal basis, seeing how they do their things. There's quite a bit of action actually going on. KO just eliminated Golden again, nowhere to stay. Shots being taken down also on a DES who's trying to rotate away. Not looking great as Axron actually grabs bag right there. Pack's going to get taken out. Zohan making his way down and around towards WC. And again, still teams over here, down over to GTS. GTS down at the beach actually does make their way into the zone here. But still, not a whole lot really for them to gain there. GTS will play edge. Apex now getting into it with DD crashing in. And Apex, for all that it was worth, got basically the free compound here. Was able to take down Dynamic with them, but all 4 go down inside of the shack here. And now over to DES. DES losing 1 as well as 2 players there upon rotation, leaving it down to just Zohan, who we've seen driving right past WC. Does clear his way right past the care package. Then RMV falls, and there is just teams going down left and right. The action is everywhere. And for right now, we're just trying to stick on one squad. RR making it over here as they just lose shooters here. This seems to be the team that's getting a lot of the action their way. And then boom, there they are, down and out. TNT then going to take out our next squad. 5 squads just like that. Done. Out to the lobby right there. Here with 11 remaining, 35 as KO continues to lose players. Should be down to, oh, actually, no, got the res. So actually get the res, and now they're shooting on the P7 here. P7 trying to find their way in, drive right past Chris. That vehicle's on fire. They're going to have to stop here in the middle of the street. Are they going to be able to put up the fight? Not going to happen as Chris from the top there finds him with the M4. Marco already from the top, and this is exactly what day 1 was. Chaotic, crazy, and there's explosion after explosion after explosion. There is nothing but action here in CCS 3, and these teams are constantly making moves to get into this next top. WC now in the fight here as KO Tweak does bleed out there. As KO down to 2, making the rotation in deep as WC sticks this res. Got Makaz back to his feet. First aid is in play. That nade was pretty good going out there from Trace. Trace then opens up, trying to find Hyper, but it's Hyper. You got to be very, very careful how you play in core. What are you doing to WC? Let them fight pure by themselves. Ooh, that's going to be some absolute banter in the chat. WC can't get a fair fight with core shooting him in the back, but that is the love of PUBG. Third-party gaming non-stop here inside the lobbies, and that's how you come out on top, is knowing when to engage. Pure has their back at the blue, worried about the fight in front of him, and that alone. WC sandwiched between 2 teams. Core, credit for some kills as well as Pure in the mix. Ace, in the meantime, looks like they've got some things going on. Nada gonna fall. Walshy just went down. And it looks like Rousey, one of the last players left up for Ace Esports, a little bit further away from the team. Looks like he is just going to have to play for position for right now, and wonder if he can get Ace Esports a couple more points here. GTS on the move here. Starting to regroup again, still sitting on that edge. Where's Core going to end up? Are we going to stop with Axron here? As Nada finally confirmed there from Pure. Pure going to pick up another one. Dig now making the position, pulling in right behind DES here. Zohan actually starting to pull his way back just inside the observatory. Has to be very, very careful. That's a crashable position, and a lot of teams like to play there. The more centralized it becomes, the more likely that he will get crashed by at least the three-man squad here. As you can see, quite a few around him, damaged, bruised, and beaten squads here, aside from Core still lying in wait over there. Cocky anchoring from the back, still outside the zone, but it's KO lying in wait just outside of Gavin Spencer, who could potentially at least take 2 players off early here of Core's radar. Good job coming out here potentially from Marcos. Find a hit on find a hit on a spicy, bro. Looks like nothing gonna connect. Brush providing a little bit of cover there. Core is getting into it with Pure over there. What's caught out there. Now shots starting to connect a little bit further. He's got a couple more shots before he's over that ridge. Can Marco just land this last shot? Now starting to play the peak. No shots in return from Dig, but it looks like for now he does have another chance to survive. Wizzy starting to provide the support as you do see him peeking out. Shots coming in now from the supporting Dig members, and that does buy him enough time at least to regroup with the squad. Dig back up, 4 in. KO still with just 2. Back over to Core. Let's see how they're hitting these knocks and getting these shots. Basically using the ridge for coverage here. You see they just grabbed a care pack as well. They do just get that knockdown of Pure almost into time. Link was right there, and then a nade lands directly on top of him, basically almost takes him out. Looks like, except not a nade, shots come in, and he's barely able to avoid that angle from Core. Actron just sitting with the A-dub in position, just ready to get this knock on the week. Now shots coming in from the rest of Core as he looks to find Hyper, the last member up from Pure, if Core can find that knock. And honestly, the way he's sitting up here, there's not much for cover he can do. He's still got a long way to make it. He's outside the zone, and without help from Hyper, it's looking like Pure maybe down to the solo. It's always positions like this too. You get stuck. Now again, I said the swamp was a potential huge finisher, and you see the swamp, now starting to get pushed out there. Is Hyper right at the edge of the swamp. The rest of it basically has made its way up top towards the observatory here, leaving Zohan surprisingly in a uncompromised position here. Solo for DES now has managed to at least grab 1 placement point with 8 teams remaining here inside the lobby here. GTS getting into it. Core finding some long distance knocks yet again there, as GTS is going to lose very right there. Eddie now getting knocked as again they're trying to find their way across the streets. It's just not looking well. 2 players now down. Zigzagging around into the smoke. He's going to drop down, trying to be one more member, but DD through the smoke's going to find Zig right there. Stimpy looking to clean the rest of this up and then step down off the mountain. They have just as much trouble as we just watched GTS go through, down to 1 member now. And basically that's all they're going to have to survive. Still outside the zone. They've got to make more moves in, but TNT will lose Mikey, Stimpy, Leonard, and Raphael going down. Let's see if Hyper's going to be able to capitalize on a few of these kills as well. Does spot out Raphael there behind. Again, do not be stagnant in a lobby like this. He's going to pull out to the MK12. Spots him out, but double taps him in the head with that MK12 before he can move any further. So that should be 1 kill for Hyper. Pure now on 4 kills. Let's see how he's actually getting it. Is he going to stick the res? He is behind the shack, so he's there right for the res. So actually denies the kill for Pure. TNT back up to 2. But look at that headshots. 2 clean right there. Blue on the back, phase 6. That thing is nothing to play with. Trying to reload the smoke nade launcher right there. And again, inside the water, those smokes won't do too much good. And there you can see, again, the smoke's really not deploying inside the water. They're not going to provide much coverage, so it is going to be either take Hyper out or make this fight phase 6. Now at a stop. Continue on. About 20 seconds till we see the end of it. Raphael takes another shot. As Hyper, we watch him over the shoulder there. You can just see he's taking it. Will get knocked by the blue. Spots out the last player, Leonard. Leonard tries to go for it. Raphael thrown away by Core. Core adds 1 more to the total, and Hyper cleans up Leonard. That's going to be it. TNT down in I. That's going to be now 6 teams remaining with just 14 players up. As Core walks into it, they're getting into the fight over with KO. Nade over the top. Overcooked. Doesn't make its way quite to the destination just yet. Cocky maybe looking to take some damage with the AUG. This is, again, one of the game changers. 12 kills already, Core. Go on, lads. Go on. Already. This is just, you know, between K7 and Core, the amount of kills these two teams have stacked in the first day is absolutely insane. Both these teams have more kills, I think, than majority of the teams have points. And this is, it's crazy. It's crazy. Looking to watch over. We'll actually switch gears from Core over here as they're kind of slowing the fight, backing up off KO. KO has a very good spot to kind of just sit and lurk here, right on the edge of the zone. Nothing on their back. The zone is slowly but surely enclosing them forward, but that ridge, great cover providing them as Core. You know, they really have to give up a vulnerable angle to completely, you know, surpass this hill and then take the fight there. If they get knocked, there's no chance for Reds. Even in the smoke, you know KO is just going to toss some nades. So this becomes that, you know, again, we'll hold tight and make sure no one comes in the back. But as I say that, over to this side, DES is in the fight. He's going to find the first knock on the Spicy Bro. And again, you have to take that fight. You have no chance for that in a 4v1 like that. Does the best that he can. Zohan falls. At least rips the rug from underneath Dig, and that grenade. Jeez. Too perfect right there from Yang. He's going to get it in. Dig loses 2. They do make their way inside the observatory. Credit would have went to DES there, but again, that nade was just too perfect, so the credit does go to DD. Okay, L still lurking, looking to find Wizzy. Wizzy in a whole nother fight over there, realizing he's now left a vulnerable angle in the back for KO. KO trying to pick up, sitting on 6 kills again. Welcome to the lobby, KO. Doing big things. Tweak, Batula, Marco, and Chris. Now on the push, they're taking the fight away from Core. He's leaving Marco basically to hold that angle and keep Core in check there. Maybe able to capitalize on a few kills and then finish this final fight with Core. These are the 4 final teams here inside our first match of the night. Spots out Fuji, and Fuji just too quick on the recovery there. Spots him out, lays him down, and now it's left to just Marco in a 1v2 with Core. Core has to realize what just happened there. One player went down. They don't know exactly who's over. They do know still, but some, as you can see, they're not quite giving up this angle, not quite going over, but he does have the nade cooked up. You can tell, again, the awareness is there, but nobody home to catch that grenade. Marco's still making his way down and around. Wizzy takes a knock onto Fuji. Fuji was still focused on another fight. Got shot in the back there by, I want to say, DD. And then, unfortunately, for DD, again, inside the building, they've got safe chance for Rez. Would take a strong push and a hard push in order to get that one. If you're not paying attention to the kill feed, you don't know that Dig's down to just 2 players inside this observatory yet. Although you did just get that knock with the nade, so you know you got to take it as it comes. That was a push right there. If you got that knock, or if even if Core got that knock, that was a push you had to make. Now both teams potentially out of this, so we'll see if the patience plays off for Yang, or if it looks like Gav potentially going to come in to add some more kills to the total here. But I think unaware. I'm actually not sure if Gav knows that Yang's kind of tricky. He's inside the blue. Yang's starting to open up. Waited a little bit too long to fire. The AUG comes out with the damage already done from Gav. AUG versus the Groza, and that's the superior crate weapon there. And the zone finishes off Yang right there. Down to just 3 teams. 15 kills for Core, dominating as they confirmed that kill there onto Wizzy. Looking over onto Axron's position. Let's actually get over into this angle of Axron, holding it out there. It's now shots from Marco. Marco maybe able to get this. Shots come out from Spencer. Shots come out from Axron. Spencer gets credit for the kill, and now it's a 4v1 in for Marco. Core leaving no chance for anybody to take. Ooh, as I say that, Marcos finds a nice headshot onto Spencer. Axron coming around. You have the other one playing around on the side. Core played it out right. Cocky. Axron surround Marco for an impossible win, to say the least, right there, as the way Core was playing it. 17 kills total. Don't allow the confirmation to come through, and that was a fantastic game, to say the least, from Core. 27 points to start off the day here in the CCS 3 ranked decision. They're going through, and if they're not worried about going into the weekly and having to win a chicken dinner. That is now the 3rd chicken dinner that Core has put up inside the series here, and that's all you're going to need moving forward inside the lobbies once we get done with these ranked decision matches. Remember, going into that weekly series, 1 chicken dinner secures your spot. So Core got a lot of practice going on with that. KO in second with 6. Dig coming right there in third with just 2 kills. And man, oh man, has it been wild. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Primus, and all of you guys. We're going to take a quick little intermission. I'll see y'all back after the break.
Trying so hard not to keep you.
It's everything you wished for. Your site traffic is
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Oh yeah.
can never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right. Feels right. So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah, I won't stay.
All right. And as the follows are coming through, thank you once again. We are back for match number 2 over the top of Erangel. Yet again, this is 6 of 12 over the overall CCS 3 ranked decision, for the improper match number for match number 1. Again, that is match number 5 of 12, the first match that we've seen here on day number 2. Now we are in match 6 of 12. Moving along here as we get into this game here. The plane going down from south all the way up to the north side. We've got Stalbert, Severny, really good drop spots there. Probably will be utilized, but even more importantly here, we've seen a melee-based circle yesterday. Allowed the chance for some bridge camps. Let's go. Everybody loves a good bridge camp, so let's see if we do get a chance for another melee zone. Nobody would be upset with that as we do move into things there. We got another 3 teams there, another few onto the ferry pair. GTS, of course, in their zone right there off of that drop. Looking like they'll be in a nice little position to continue to move forward. Golden making their way down towards Rozak and T3. We've seen a fight potentially break off from these guys last time for the vehicle. We'll see if they end up making that clean and clear. The rest of the team's starting to go off in their own general direction. WCKO, of course. Pure, of course. P7 and RMV. RMV will take that Severny shooting range drop, but Smokes lag out here, console problems, and it looks like we are running into that same issue. GTS Smokes left for dead right there. Let's see if he ends up coming back with everybody here on the mix. Ace upon the rotation. Grab some loot here at D&B. And there is the circle pop. Down there at the bottom, we're looking at Sosnovka again as the military island. We get exactly what we want right there, and it looks like this time there is really no way it's going to pull off except for a very hard shift north if we're going to keep this potential north side island in play here for Erangel. However, it looks like it is going to go down here towards Millie. Apex loving the fact that their drop sets them up for a good bridge camp. DES as well. GTS can take the offset and potentially bridge camp over here, but there is another opportunity for the bridge camp. North side teams, far rotation. And as we go into everything down on this side, man, oh man, core. What do we got going here? Cocky, Axron, and the rest of the core boys coming off of a huge victory. And that means, 27 points off of 23 points in a 24-point game yesterday. I mean, 75 points alone right there, coming off those 3 games right there. And that's the distance of this competition, basically putting them ahead of everybody else. If we have basically what's going on here. And we've got Joker in the chat. What are we talking about? 720p. That sounds like a choice that you've made, bud. The stream quality here should be 1080. So I don't know where you're getting 720 from, but should not be 720 coming out of our output here. I'll double check a few things after this game is over, but definitely should not be the case here. If anybody else is having any other stream issues, please be sure to let me know. Again, first-time chatters, it's hard to tell whether or not they're being legit or what the case is. TNT making their way down, though, as we do go back down to the military base. We can't see rotation being made. Again, a very slow start for circles like this. I'm waiting for that potential bridge camp to set up, as Dig actually looks like they're the first team to get the idea. With DES being there, you think they would have beat him to the punch, but Dig will stop Fuji holding up there at the tower. They're going to catch Rothenberger trying to rotate away, and it looks like he will be able to make his way away from the fight here for the time being. Rest of Dig rotating across towards Apex. I don't know if they're actually going to set up for the bridge camp, but it looks like no, they're just worried about going up, and away. Out town towards the military base. Still trying to rotate away. Apex will take a few shots. 2 damage only done by that last bullet right there. Not entirely sure what the intention there was. But 2 damage done nonetheless. Bullets still connecting. Core does rotate down. They're actually not crossing just yet. Potentially thinking for some rotation kills. The rest of DES now starting to group up. GTS will... this is, I think, was the solo smokes. He's finally starting to potentially go that way. No, spots on Core. Here's the vehicles, and he's heading that way. Gav and Actron are on patrol trying to find smokes. It looks like they are going to stop. Gav runs right past him. No shots traded out between either, and he will just continue to rotate towards the rest of GTS. DES should have some chance to potentially get shots, but they're swapping some loot. Team comms coming through. They should potentially hear this. Here it is. GTS is going to drive right around the hill right there, not past the gas station. Smart move for him to go up and over. DES as a good stop. The Revolution, man. Hope you've been doing well. Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Thanks for having it back. And again, dude, if the quality is there, I said I'm always willing to improve and looking for things to improve. Oh, smokes. They finally found him out. He makes it away from DES, only to run to Ace Esports here. But again, I'm all for upgrading the stream and taking constructive criticism for sure. Anything that can make the broadcast better. Why would I be against that? Like, no, not at all. But again, there's only so much I can do with console and so much I can do with budget. I don't get a whole lot of stream support, so basically everything that I do here is hobby. So I invest all my own time and money, and I've no complaints. Like I said, this is what I do, and I enjoy doing what I do. But most of the stuff I do is all invested, basically by me. So I do this stuff in a fashion that hopefully is acceptable to everybody else. But nonetheless, I appreciate every one of you guys here for being here, whether the broadcast is 100% legit or not. Is something I have a passion and I actually enjoy doing. Hence why I continue to show up for you guys for almost 2.5, 3 years now. Continuing to do PUBG tourneys because this is just what I enjoy doing here. So to those of you that showed up relentlessly and consistently, for all of the broadcasts here, you know who you are. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the continued support, whether it's a follow, it's a chat, it's a lurk, it's anything you guys provide here on the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing here. So thank you for being here. And if there is anything you want, you guys know where to find me on Discord. Shoot me a message on Discord. Let's talk quality. Let's talk production. Let's talk upgrades. And let's make production better. In the meantime, DES has finally crossed the bridge. Majority of the teams have crossed the bridge, to say the least. We do still have 5 teams, 4 that have to actually cross. No, 5 we do. Yes. And one just got on the plane right there. Nice little rotation there. That's going to be KO and the rest of the squad there, finding their way into the zone that way, and you love to see it happen again. The beauty of the rotation. I would love to find one of those inside comp. Makes the rotation, makes your life that much easier. You can take all your time looting, and then you come down with some parachutes. But again, there's the gamble. Going down, Apex says, hey, we see what's happening here. We have the opportunity, and they let them know we're here. But had they waited a little bit longer to take those shots, potentially could have been able to find them. However, KO stops. Shots sent back in that direction as Batulins is able to get that, and that's too funny. That is too funny. We got a console Batulins now. Love to see it. Excuse me for the little interruption there. Kiddo's barging in on me. We're back at it here, though. KO. Losing some people. DD shots going down in this direction. And it looks like they're almost able to get down P7 here. But P7 will make it away. No mercy here. We've seen another pickup just happen there in the back. And again, that was off for the Golden squad. Golden now dropping down here into the vicinity of RMV. Again, right over the top here. RMV might take notice of this and be able to take shots. But actually, their focus looks to be on DES, who had just pulled up from across the bridge. Golden continuing to rotate down. They're actually going to take a coastal position. And there we go. Starting to realize, starting to notice. Here comes the eyes. And as the eyes come in, he's actually going to spot him out. KO will go down. Batulins and Tweak spotted out both by GTS. Very. As there it is. Shots in the fight is actually happening here. Golden decides to land on DES. DES not necessarily ready for it. And they're going to get the first knock. Golden potentially may be able to take this compound right from underneath the feet of DES as Zohan, no chance for Rez. Dezaro makes his way underneath the 2 members of Golden who have basically mounted this, what do you want to call apartment? Excuse me, this little house right here is DES nades coming out. Zohan confirmed by Ben and Dezaro, now taken by the nade of Mayor. It leaves it all up to the solo. It's bag. Can Pax pull something out of the hat of tricks here in order to take down at least 1 or 2 members of the Golden. Remember, RMV being an absolute nuisance on the side. You got to be careful how you play this left-hand side. Right hand, you got to free peek that left hand. RMV is all over the angles. Still nothing, still looking, lurking. You're just continuing to wait it out. And Golden, I don't know, they must know he's here. They obviously know there was a whole squad here. But, oh, there it goes. Yep, smoke's coming in. Bait, he's taking it out. They're playing it out nice and slow again. Phase 2, teams starting to rotate in. Another team taking in on the airdrop here as the airdrop comes into play there. Again, teams consistently using, realizing the strength, the power of this drop right here. So they're going to come now in. This is the gamble. There it is. Cocky running into a 1v1 basically with Pickle. Doesn't even realize, I think. Okay, he does realize. He has turned around, finally realizing that there could potentially be a player here, and that's Pickle. Pickle, however, spotting out the rest of Core, puts Core in a really bad spot right here. Had they not had this anchor spot of Cocky, it would not be looking good. But as we see Pickle run around, Cocky is going to spot him out. Gets the nice knock, confirms Pickle right there. Saves Core from what could have basically won this fight for Ace Esports, and now we can hop back into the fight here with Core. Basically, that worry's dealt with. The potential threat to ruin Core's game here is gone, and now it's a fight against Ace Esports. 2v4, you got Nat and Walshy both pushing forward here. As you see, Gas opens up, he's got that AUG in hand, lines up the first few shots, switching over to Axron. Axron leading the charge here, but it's actually Spencer from the side, down in the bottom, able to pull up one, maybe going to be able to pull up the other as well, and I think he is going to come from the bottom to find the second. both Nada and Walshy down and out, as again a nice flank from Spencer here, down and around. As the attention was on Axron and Gav, Spencer came, found one, waited for the right timing, found the second, and that right there is exactly why Core is on point, taking out top teams like Ace Esports, who used to run lobbies like this essentially the same way that we see Core doing now. This is time spent, energy put in, and again, commitment spent. You can tell where Core has had their time this last year. P7, the last two teams, P7 and T3. And we have an old T3, old P7 player here, and that is going to be Fury himself, who did, potentially pay for P7 back in the day, and now it's back down to this, that, and another. And there is the raid coming in. Hello from Blitz. Blitz with the big raid, first time raid chatters here. You guys are absolutely amazing here coming in. CCS 3. This is the ranked decision. We got some big console events going on here. Your support never goes unnoticed. Blitz, you absolute legend. Thank you for the raid. We've got some good games here. We're only in match number 2, so there's still a lot to come. If you guys aren't already following, make sure you guys give Blitz some love. This man's an absolute legend out there and deserves all the follows, all the loves. Blitz, thank you again. All of you first-time chatters and raiders coming in. Hello. We are probably in an intermission when you guys come in, but welcome to the action. RMV getting into the fight here with WCs. We get back into it. Yet again, thank you so much for the raid, Blitz. I'll be sure to give you much more love here at the end. Just want to make sure I give these console players this love as well, as they're going on, and on, knocking it out the park. Blitz, put that in the chat for you as well. Make sure you give the love. Again, B5 and friends, welcome to the Cold Crew, you guys. Welcome to the CCS 3 ranked decision. Again, we're in match number 2 here, going across the top as we watch 13 of the remaining teams here play on a very spicy circle here on the edge of Sosnovka. We've got the military island basically being the playground here for our battleground today. After this match, we switch over to 2 more maps of Miramar, and into the maps of Miramar, we go to Murmur. We're going to get plenty more action there. A lot of teams that aren't performing now will definitely start to come alive and wake up on Miramar. So welcome to the stream, you guys. And here we are, back into the action. GTS down to 3. 5 kills already on board here, as this team was doing, relatively well, to say the least here. I will get you guys a chance to look at leaderboard here. We're going to drop that down for you guys, as I can add it up here for you in just a second and get everything back up, because we do have a overall leaderboard, and then we have the basically what we call is the Group B leaderboard here. So real quick, basically while we have a second, I'm going to pull up the map. We're going to watch this circle shift, and then we're going to take a quick peek at the overall leaderboard. Zone ready to shift into, I'm going to call it west side. West side shift, chat. I don't know if you guys got me. What do you think? West or east? I'm thinking it's going west, closer and closer to that coast. It's going to take the water out, but it's going to also take that military island out. There it is. Takes water, takes the military out. We got it, more of a donut effect, we'll call it, but definitely on the western side of military base. We're ending on the corner. We're ending on the edge, and it's looking spicy. Quick check. Let us switch over and let us hit this leaderboard real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, there is the leaderboard for you guys real quick. We're going to pop it up. That is our top team. Code Red Gaming leading the charge, 87 points. Torch, 86 points. Ooh, I can't wait to get that Torch in my lobby. That's a fire you can't put out. Men Modi Gaming as well, sitting there in third. Disgusting Dig, who's in the lobby here. NES, who had a fantastic performance here on day number 1. New Era, ending the day with some fire, some flames, some pizzazz in 6th. 7th is the Ding Dogs, and K7th out there in 8th. GTS, or GTL, go to the lobby, and then the Ninja Turtles, and that's the TNT, the Ninja Turtles. I like that. Spicy game coming out from them. They're in 10th. Aguida in 11th. Winner Circle 12th. 13th kicked out. GTS in 14th. Pure Gaming in 15th. And then Noob Hunters in 16th. That's our 16 teams right now in the top 16, and that's the spots to be looking out. Quick little flash. We'll be sure to talk about that more, but just wanted to get you all updated. Back to the action. Leaderboard gone. Here it is. Shots coming in. Very is going to get knocked here. Whiff. Unfortunately, does not whiff these shots, and Very could have definitely used the potential help on that, but it is now back to it. Eddie Ooh, chat. Losing my batteries here, yeah, that's what we get. Losing in all the fights, boom, there it is. Okay, Eddie comes back. Quick battery change here, back into the mix here. Eddie smoking out, Zig crawling there on the end. We did just lose at least a team there, so we're down to 12 teams remaining now. Apex creeping in, Pure towards the north side. And then let's get back out of here. P7. This is who I think just took out Golden. Yeah, we just lost Golden right there to a mix of P7. P7 was able to come out there on top, and now it looks like Tikzu, for P7. Just got the knock on the Cocky, and that's a huge knock for them if they can capitalize on it. But it looks like the res already in play. Gav there, sticking it out already. Okay, Ginge, thank you for the heads up. Langer, thank you for the heads up. I will be sure to check into the 720 because, yeah, I definitely should be able to run the 1080 through and through here. So I will definitely look into that because, yeah, I definitely don't want to be running the 720. It should be at 1080. I'll have to look at exactly why, but thank you. You guys are the first to actually say anything about it. So now that I know that it's actually a real issue, I'll be sure to investigate and look into it. So thank you all for the feedback. Get back from core. Let's get back to the action here. You guys are absolutely amazing here. Huge events, huge console things. I'm just trying to keep the events, keep everything running here, you know, and again, doing what I love to do. I would love to improve and get better. So thank you all for the feedback. As we look at that, Ricto looking to get better this match as he improves himself. He's going to get that first knock. He went down a little bit early, but now this time they're sitting on 3 kills already inside the top 10. Good positioning if they can hold out Apex here. They'll be one of the only teams left here on the outer edge of the zone. Ooh, T3 falling out to core there. Core getting more kills that I'm sure they don't need, but they're going to continue to get it. They are already at the top of the leaderboard. They're not only looking to be inside the top 16, they want to lead the top 16 here, and they're continuing to do the way that they are in this day. Continues to have no worries. And much love to you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing here, making the day, making it everything so much more worth it. Cocky knocks out P7 Crazy. Bonnie going to go down there as the remaining players of Golden, Sagi and Monkey basically doing some damage, getting the revenge. They're on to P7. And now it's left to Just No Mercy here, still with DD to deal with there. Thankfully enough, he's inside that zone right at the edge, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to survive, but if he can just survive one more team to be eliminated, he'll start to come through with a few more placement points. And so, you know, that is just really good to know. I said I'm going to be definitely looking into that before I switch off your games. I just don't want to do it mid-game. But I would love to run the 1080. You know, I try to upgrade when I can. And like I said, I spend all my extra moolah from work here onto the stream here to make sure I can get upgrades when I can. So the minute that I can get those upgrades and I can make that happen, hopefully it's right now. I can put the 1080p. If not, 1080p coming for you guys soon. We'll look what I have to do in order to get it, and I'm going to get it there. But I'm about 90% sure I can do that already. I just don't know why it wouldn't be already. Ooh, RR getting into it over on the side. It looks like from the back, getting shot from Pure Wayne. Pure is going to go down right there as he does go. Ricto knocked. Narco's already knocked. Antho trying to get into a 1v1 with Makad. He is going to get knocked. Goes for the flush as well. A shot still coming in from Bueno. Bueno not able to do enough damage to avoid the flush being happened there, but it looks like he may be able to get the revenge in time. There's Guards has an angle, Bueno has an angle, but that tree providing the cover at least for him to put this res on. Will need some immediate smokes if he's looking to survive this fight right afterwards. Thankfully enough, he's avoided the fight from Pure right there, but Guards and the rest of WC, which is just Bueno for right now, are continuing to push forward here onto this fight. Nade almost looking perfect, but does bounce a little bit too shy However, Bueno down for the bottom is able to get it. Guard still feeding it out. He's going to walk right into the line of sight of Bueno, and Bueno should be able to clean that up. He does. And that's Narco and Antho both out for RR. Credit over here goes to Bueno. Now over on the side, that's Dig. Dig getting into it. Let's actually get over to Fuji. Fuji, the last left alive, as Juicy Broad just knocked right there. Ying is going to confirm Gazoo right there, leaving Spicy Broad still to bleed out. It's a 1v1. If he can find this in time, the nade already tossed out, not in the direction of where it needs to find Fuji. Not even going to confirm Spicy Broad, but Yang definitely is making his way around to try to scout out and confirm that final player of Dig that's still bleeding out right there. Fuji not really giving away anything yet, as GD does lose one. The confirmation does come through. Not able to defend it in time right there. Thinking about the late game. Thinking about just winning the fight. Can he win the fight? He switches over to the red dot, and he's got it right there. You got to love the canted sight just for that. He's got a 6 times canted. Running on the ace right there. Puts the canted to use, and he's able to take down a team. Double kill placement point right there. Love to see it. Out, Hyper dropping down to his belly. Groza against the AUG again. We've seen the AUG come out on, or excuse me, the Groza come out on top last time. Wink is going to be able to find Cocky right there. Nade right in the face of Hyper, and unfortunately, basically hatches the nade right there, and that's a GG's for Hyper right there. Not much he's going to be able to do over the top. Still 3 core members. Just 2 unless they stick the res. And Spencer already back to get that res on to Cocky, leaving Gav basically to hold the line of sight there. They do have 3 other players here to the side. Now that the rest of Pure is involved in the fight here, going to be very, very detrimental on how they played here, but Core taking the risk to get their member up there. It's more important for them to get the res, and it looks like the res is actually stuck here to the side there, so it's going to get put in, and then we'll have Core back up to 3 players with the 4th player getting put in play here by Pure, as Pure doing the same thing, sticking the res inside the bottom of smoke. So 4v3 back in play, both teams able to stick that res. That grenade, ooh, was actually a smoke done by Pure that looked deadly, and no wonder why it was so accurate, but well played by Pure, able to get the member back up. Core as well. 4 teams remain inside match number 2, the last of Erangel for the day before we switch gears. And again, just kind of looking at where we're at now. We'll see if Core can pull a back-to-back victory here in the first 2 matches here. We've seen Core 27 points, chatters. You guys missed the first match here from Core, and they were able to basically to run through the first lobby like it was nobody's business here. Still in a similar suit, 10 kills already on board. It's been absolutely insane the entire time here. All of you guys, again, thank you for the follows here. I haven't seen some of you. Langer, I haven't seen you since the raids coming out from, you know, when we were celebrating OG. Same thing, you know, for some of the other, you know, Ginge Bus. I pop into your stream from time to time. It's always good to have some of you legends here in the chat. So thank you guys for stopping into the Cold Crew, the chats, the follows. All of it is legendary. You guys are seriously amazing every time you guys hit that follow. So thank you, and thank you again, all of you guys, for being here. Pure, what do we got, baby? Wank is going down. Spencer. Core coming out from the top here. It looks like now 10 kills. We're going to make it 12. We're going to make it 13. There's another knock. And Pure had these guys pinned, but Core just showing you exactly why they had 17 kills and exactly why I keep keeping my eye on these guys. Because look at that. Gav basically, Gav should have went down there. He does go down. Had he been able to get that spray off, it would have been easily put back there and done. And look at that. WC assist Core out. They shoot Pure in the back, and now we have a 2v2 unless the res on Gav gets stuck here by Core. And it looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. Gav sticks, or Cocky sticks the res. The nade's already in play. And I think these are, yeah, oh, these are frags. They're a little bit too short. That one is a Molotov exploded in the air there by the nade, so nothing going to happen. Gav is able to get back on his feet, wasting all this util. And, you know, it could have definitely been put to better use. He finds some more inside the box there. I understand why it was done, but WC being in the center of this zone basically can control this fight and basically take it at the level they want to take it at. But they're allowing Core to get the res, and not only do they get the res, they're allowing Core basically to wrap all the way around, thinking that they know the position here. But there's so much hillside that Core has the potential to basically split this hill 3 men and basically come at them from 3 different angles. If guards can just get up to this shack, he'll be able to prevent that from happening. But again, you've got to walk across this open shelf, leaving yourself very, very vulnerable if you're going to make that play. Play not going to be made. Guards continuing to wrap low just like the rest of core here, just kind of holding tight. They have given up central position, but they're basically wrapping left and right, trying to surround core from both sides. Guards opens up with the first shot. Shot tries to deny. Does deny. Guards will fall. Leaves everything up to Plano. Plano gets the chance to open up from the side. Gets the first shot. Goes for the second, but Kaki is already there to prevent the victory. Core back-to-back victories here. 27 to the 24-point game here. Now from core here in 2 games, over 50 points, 2 victories. And again, I'll say it again, they have no problem getting themselves a chicken dinner and securing themselves a spot in the weekly series here. Well played by core. And we'll move on to the WC boys, continuing to get closer and closer and closer to that chicken dinner, who eventually can pull it off. We had talked about it in chat yesterday. Bring back old WC. This WC works too. They just got to play how they played this time. It was almost there, but again, with core playing on all cylinders here, it's going to be really, really hard to get them and knock them off their grind right there. So hats off to core, WC in second. Pure in third, getting closer again to their win, as well as we have Dig and DD. Welcome to the lobby here, and they are new competitors here on our side of things in the Cold Crew Exclusives for a group. Lobby 2, excuse me, but they are nonetheless making themselves a name. Everybody, take a break.
Music to the wake.
In the dark we fight. You take the wrong and you make it right. Like a firefly, you're glowing at night. So don't make it hard, don't let me go. I wanna hold you tight when you're cold. I'm waiting for your love, you just keep me hanging on. I deserve to stay, and I will find my way. I will find my way.
Wherever you go, with Geico RV, you'll get 24/7 claims.
Fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me.
find your way back home. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
All right, everybody, and here we are back at it again. And so I did find out that we are on 720, and there's nothing I can do about the 720 until we go into the next few matches, or sorry, the next few streams, I should say. So it's done and done for today. It is 720. It is going to be that and just that alone. So apologies, but you know what? I am Sheet. It's all for you, bub. It's all for you. 720, that's on for you. So anybody who's on the Wi-Fi, you are appreciated. I'm saving you that data, okay? We're saving data today. That's basically what we're doing. And then, did I just see a BGE Shocks in my chat hit the follow button? BGE Shocks. I haven't seen Shocks hit the chat button, and I don't know how. So, Shocks, welcome to the Cold Crew, baby, man. I've been lurking inside the BGE. You know that always. I pop in from time to time, but I lurk a lot more than I come into the chat box here. So, cheers, bro. Appreciate you being here, representing on the Cold Crew. Welcome to the familia, as you would say, man. And it's good to have you here, dude. All right, and as we get into the playing path, we are in the air, up into the top there, situating a few things here, and we're welcoming some legends here. We got some good things going, some big things popping here for the CCS3 event. Welcome. This is a console event put on by Code Red Gaming here. If you guys aren't already involved inside the Discord, make sure you guys get involved in the Discord. It is a great place to be. Lots of friendly faces here, and a lot of the EU community about to say hangs out here, and you know, you got that familiar banter here. So, you know, I'm going to post this link for you guys, and I'll make sure we got one as well for you guys to use here. So this way, you guys can have a way into the core Discord. Again, a great place to be. The tourneys, there's links to find other competitive things. There's links to find custom games. There's all types of things inside the Code Red Gaming Discord. So again, be sure to get involved there if you guys can. Command is right there on stream. It is !core. And this is the Discord here. So again, I'm going to put that up there for you guys. Oh, we actually got it. Let me go find out where we got him. We got him somewhere else, because we already got one in for him. So we do got it. So I got to update it. So of course, I thought I had one here. So again, I'm going to put this in for core here. And there it is, Code Red GG. That is the Discord there for you guys in the chat. Now we can get into the action. Now we can get into the integrity of the games. And we got 2 teams. Yeah, I learned to count, CC. Inside of this El Alcantara. And is this El Azahar? It's El Azahar, Alcantara. I just like to say it's all the way over here. We never get no love for Alcantara. You know, Shoxy, where's that little Spanish pizzazz to add to this here? Tweak knocked. RMV losing Keeves right there. Dig coming in to possibly confirm this kill on the Tweak here. Doesn't look likely right now, as we do see across the street. Batulin's basically on the defense mode right there. Trying to defend. Booty put some shots in return as well. A lot of damage done, but not able to quite get the knock just yet. KO's still bleeding out. Batulin's back over here looking to maybe make some moves here with Marco on the backup. Actually retreating away. Losing too early on. It's going to be done and done right there. You're going to have to basically take it as it comes right here. And as it leaves right there, there is 2 players down for KO, 2 for Dig. P7, the hurt got put on. RMV started to take the losses here, but it looks like turned the tables on P7. And was actually able to come out on top there. Able to save one member. They lost Keeves, but is able to put at least Takashi and Ben M's back on their feet. So RMV start off with 4 kills here early on, as Dig confirms that one onto Tweak. A couple other teams now rotate down. WC, RR already inside the zone. This is probably the most teams that I've seen outside of the zone in quite some time. RMV now just needs to worry about getting inside the zone, get a little bit more comfortable as we move down to the top. As we move up to the top, a lot of the teams just have to worry about their path in. If anybody was paying attention to the flight path and paying attention to the circle as to where it's at right now, choke points could definitely be set up here. And I talk about choke points. We don't necessarily see them as much as we used to. Back in the day for EU, this was one of the most competitive things I think I've seen, is that there was several points where I just watched the EU boys pull up, hold down like a potential intersection, and they would basically just make it happen, where you really just seen a lot of easy kills. I mean, they literally made it look easy, waiting there basically in lie of the road of setting up, you know, something like this where you know a team's gonna have to cross, and there'd be 4 players just ready to pick up those kills right there. I haven't seen it as much. It's all about early rotation. It's all about getting to that next zone right there. As a rotation, it definitely is important, but there's a lot more to invest in besides the rotation here, especially early on. Core shots on to, I believe, RR over here from the distance. Literally from the distance. I mean, you can see how far we just visually shown that angle that Core is trying to shoot at, and making sure that if they can get a kill even onto RR over there. Now returning the fire over here. It looks like GTS has actually pushed back across. They were inside of or was it Monty right there? And then out of Monty, they're now coming back here to push on to DES. DES lost one member early on last match, but was able to basically recover. And after the recovery here, doesn't really want to take too many early losses. But GTS sitting right over the top. Looks like that's probably what's going to happen here. Again, patiently waiting for him to get into the vehicle there. Finds the knock. Can't find the final bullet to get him actually knocked right there. So pulling back right there. Zohan's in the front of the building. If he was still scoped out, could have potentially got one more shot in there, but missed opportunity. And now GTS still hanging tight here on top of the hill. The rest of DES, where are we at? DES is a little bit further down the road. Can't easily regroup here, but both teams have the other two members of their team kind of for backup, but it's a 2v2. You see backpacks here. Potentially could come from behind and on a GTS and take the rug out from under it. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. They're more interesting to the fact here. We've got Core taking shots from AE. Not only finding one, but two. Rousey's going to clean that up quick. You know he wants to get Core out of the lobby there, and that's two members now down for Core, leaving it just to Axron as well as Gav. So again, these two members for Core now just looking to find somewhere to go inside the zone after losing two. Great play there from Ace, able to spot these guys out on rotation. And again, the early rotation does work, you know, sometimes, but you know, in the mix of things here, there's so many other teams that have not rotated as well. So therefore, you run into the problem there of passing this team, passing that team, and having to basically make sure that you know, if they're not interested, you're gonna get past. If they are interested, well, that basically takes 4 GGs there. Back over to the GTS DES fight. I haven't seen a whole lot of Bolties today, so it's good to see the Bolty finally coming back. Yesterday we seen a lot of Bolties in the lobby. Today, not so much. Here it is with Zig taking it out. Ooh, right past the head right there. Bagpacks does get knocked by Very, so was thinking about getting involved on the fight, but not so much that he's going to gain from it. All right, again, GTS going in for the kills here now. Dazaro was just knocked right there. You can see Zohan going in for it here. We see Eddie on the push, trying to make the breach onto the compound here. It looks like he is going to be able to find his way in. And as he pulls back, Dazaro confirmed. GTS Smokes able to get credit for that kill there on the backside of the apartment. Zohan still inside. Gets one shots through the door. He is going to find Eddie, not able to confirm there as Ziggs laying shots down on the doorway. Again, still more shots coming out. Not going to get that. Credit does go to GTS. Zig right there should be able to stick the res onto Eddie as well. The res does come through. And DES, I think, is down to just one player left alive, and that's Rothenberger. Rothenberger, the only one left alive here for, and that's going to be it. WC traits. Got RR here. Looks like Traits is going to get knocked there. Rico, or RR, excuse me, does get a nice little angle onto WC here, but it looks like Makaz there for the pull up there. So it looks like the res is going to be in play. Circle about to close. Phase 1 will become Phase 2. Are we going towards Los Leones again? A very similar circle that we seen yesterday. So 2 Millie zones, 2 Los Leones zones here inside the CCS 3 ranked decision matches. And again, that gives a lot of the teams here familiar from the group yesterday where you're going to play, where other teams may play. Well, we got 8 new teams here in the mix here, so we'll see who gets in. Pure wasting no time to put themselves inside that lobby. As well as you can see RMV, how are they recovering here after that fight early on here? Right outside the zone, but still sitting on 4 kills. They can basically take their time and where they want to be. Over to Ace Esports here. Rousey, after picking up the 2 members of Core, has now made his way basically back to a very centralized, north centralized compound here to basically get positioned for Ace Esports. It comes down to now timing, making sure you can get into that end game here as we start to wind down phase 2, 10 minutes into the match here. I'm curious to see if we're going to see any of the drops here. This is where that emergency parachute can really come into play. And I'm talking about over the top, bringing things in, making the play to land. I mean, you guys know how tall Los Leones is, how big the buildings are in this city. There is a multitude of opportunities for you basically to land inside this Los Leones city. And with all that being said, there's already quite a few teams here inside that lobby. So TNT, we've got WC creeping in slowly but surely, making their way up here. Apex wants to get involved. RR. And again, Los Leones not going to necessarily, I think, get as colorful as it did yesterday because it's still very centralized. Phase 3, Phase 4, we'll start to see a little bit more of that. But if you guys had to say, what are we going to do? We're going to go north side again, and we're going to end up over on this top side. Or are we going to think more of the south side? We do have a little bit more of that in place, so I think we might end up shifting down here towards the south. So RMV, looks like that we may be able to get this early, what I call is the backup water treatment place right here. This is not a bad place to actually hold out here. Very hard to crash again because you can't take the vehicle fully in, so you have to start on the outskirts somewhere. Wide open, and it's definitely in a place that could be used here, but they'll drive right past RMV, will secure the compound just below it. Again, still not a bad spot for them to play off right now. Apex rotating their way, and they will take the compound just above. And another few follows coming in again. Taste Brand, Kizza, Violent. Thank you guys. Welcome to the Cold Crew here, and I appreciate you guys hitting that follow button. Every follow does matter here. All of the first-time chatters, all of the Raiders from Blitz still locking it in here, and we are pushing along for match number 6. Match number 7. Here, the third match of the day here. We have one more to follow up on Miramar, and as that Miramar match concludes, we then will go over the overall leaderboard here. As we do have a chance to watch a few teams rotating in, we'll go over to the center of Los Leones so we won't miss entirely too much fighting here. We're going to do another flashback down of that leaderboard, and this time we're just going to do groups B and C. We'll do that probably towards the end of the match. This way, everybody has the opportunity to see where these teams sit in their own match, and then the overall leaderboard, basically where they're going to sit in terms of the entire CCS 3 event. Ooh, Golden Mayor is going to go down right there. Shots from TNT, who not only had 1 but 2 players. Again, they tried to drop in, were shot right out of the sky. Again, trying to land in. So they were making a play to basically come in here and use the tall buildings here, but Stimpy beats him out to it. You can see Makaz already on top of the 5 stack as well, and quite a few teams kind of reading it out, thinking how I was thinking, I guess, that teams will use this basically to drop in from the top. So far so good. It's worked out for TNT to play the defense role here. On the opposite side of things, Golden has just lost another 2 players here relatively early on in this match. Over to the side, Ace getting into it with T3. T3 had a kind of a bad run there in the last match. They're a little bit early on. We're taken out this time right above Ace Esports, right outside of RR's position. Looks like they are just kind of taking the fight slow. Pixel in the 5th floor, Fury up on top, and then run around. He's got Walshy looking to just scout up on top, making sure he does not get shot in the back. Sent out. Still a nice little slow fight. Again, this is the beauty of Los Leones. You can basically be all around each other and not have to take this fight for another 5 minutes. Ace is really slowing it out for right now. Up to the distance here. It's switch back over, get over to Fury's position here up top. He doesn't really have too much angles, but is trying to keep an eye on Walshy. Actually, it's Nata who I'm curious about because he is lurking in the back waiting for this. Tries to get it, gets a few shots, one more, and it's not even Nata, it's Marco from the side there, team shotting with Nata here. We got to see that angle coming out there over from KO. KO just doing things from the side here. Batulin still looking in on the fight, Bolty in hand, waiting to find the right. Og in the other hand, just waiting if he's got a switch just in case the close range fight decides to take head. Narco will go down more and more fights. This is now between Pure. Pure actually wants to get away. Hybrid, who is I think the fragger of the team, is actually going to go down. You got split Wink and whiffed here, you know, basically going to hold down. Let's see if they can recover for Pure here and put themselves in a decent position. Nonetheless, it's again, Los Leones is starting to color up. It did push out the south. It did push out the north. It's centered up in Los Leones. So normally I doubt the fact that it would be going towards Los Leones, but it's literally a perfect circle around Los Leones. There's not a single instance that it would not. Unplayable area over here on the east side. Here to the west side here, you do have playable area here, but this is basically where it could end, right outside the outskirts of Los Leones. But the danger zone of all this cliff right here puts a lot of pressure onto these players here. Finally, Ace Esports getting into it with T3s. We see the first knock confirmed come through. That's Rousey. Now Fury gonna put it back. He's basically waiting here. Fury continues to pushing up. Now skirting down Clift. I don't know if he noticed him. Fury's on the chase right here. Fury definitely spotted him out, trying to push him back. Actually thinking he went upstairs, continuing to scout. Missed plays right there. And again, you can't really knock him. Again, the comms were there. Gets one kill onto Rousey. The rest of the AC Sports continue to scout the building and now actually going to make way out of the building. That's never a fight I want to take. I don't know how you guys feel. I would never take the fight inside that 5 stack. I'd rather wait for it to come out, especially this early on phase 4. Watch the shift. Look, it's taking out what I thought was going to move over here. It is Los Leones for the finish. Straight city finish here. No cap. No chance for anything else. It is just a straight city finish. RV get into it with Apex here. Ooh, nice nade from Ben. That's going to basically be right behind Apex. The first one's going to go off. I don't even know if he's going to hear the second one. He does. The second one does go off. Doesn't do the damage. The Molotov's there potentially to get the knock. Doesn't look like it's going to happen there. Here back to the top, though. It's going to be Hex. Avoiding the fire, trying to stun out, make sure the push isn't going to come through. Takashi already there at the staircase. You have the other angle being held by, I don't want to say, ooh, no, Lion from the bottom is going to find Ben Ebbs in a completely off angle right here. Viper now getting aggressive, starting to realize that this is the chance to push. First in comes Hex. Hex going to confirm Ben Ebbs. Then on the flush is going to be Viper. Viper holding the stairs with the shotgun. 2 come. The shotgun going to unload. Nobody to connect from either side. Takashi now with the stun up. As the smoke comes up, more smokes, more utility being used, and another shotgun in play. You got Turbo with the sawed off and the double barrel in the hands of Takashi. Is RMV really going to put shotguns to use here inside the building? Again, this is Los Leones' finish. This is how it's going to be. Going over here, CCS sticks the res. Eddie is going to get picked up there. More knocks being inside of Los Leones will big up that map down on the bottom right. So you can see everything going on. It actually looks like the fight seems to be coming to a head here, but Dig taking a lot of knocks inside the building here. 1 down already. Spicy Brow bleeding out, to say the least there. And again, there's not a whole lot that they're able to basically do from here. As you step out, you've got Rico's up top. Pure, I believe, was just getting involved in this fight on the outside as well. And there's just so much going on. Dig. Izzy, TNT, Stimpy. And it looks like Rico really holding it. Did I, hello? Elite? Hello? For Rito coming in. Yeah, now tell me about this zone. So I see the chat saying we got the exact same zone in both chats. Do we plan that? Droid, how do we make that happen, dude? Can we do that more often? We cast the same zone? All right, let's see what we got. What kind of casting and commentary do we got? What kind of rotations does your group got that my group doesn't have here? That's crazy here. Same time, same zone, same competition. Sus, hello? We're making it happen, though. We're making it happen. Kill it here. Shooters with this off angle. Oh, don't do it to him. Hits him once. Hits him on a second. No, don't keep climbing. No, don't keep doing it. He's still climbing. He's actually going to go for the 4th. Why are you still climbing? What are you doing? Leonard was going for big boy plays there with no backup. I like it. I like the moves, but you're getting shot already. Don't keep climbing. TNT will go down, losing Leonard and as well as Raphael. Stimpy's already up top, bleeding out, and now Mikey's having to scramble. You know Mikey isn't responsible for these kind of things. It's not his play. It's not where he steps in. It's a Ralph thing. Ralph can come in and handle the business. Mikey, you know, where's the pizza? He's just looking for, you know, for a good time here. And, you know, you just left him here by himself, and now it's all down to Mikey. In the back, Guards is going to go find Izzy right there. Apex getting a little damage done, but now the revenge coming in return there. It looks like they're not going to be able to pick this back up. There's Hex will get knocked as well here. I think it's just down to Viper. And you have to be very, very careful. They're inside, so it looks like the res is going to be in play, but how close is WC? WC not on the charge. Apex resets. Mikey's still surviving. Dig getting into it now still with RR. It's a very slowed out fight. Knock comes in, and then another knock comes in, and then a res comes in, and then a flush comes in, and then it's slowed. It's two buildings here still on the side here. A lot of complexities here. A lot of in-between knocks, and let's see if we can see some OG. What we see, we've seen somebody land on this, and I think for the win inside of one of the matches for PC. Now that would be an absolute freaking dub right there. Talk about take that one to the bank. Over in the middle, DD Dynamic, Yang, Pickle. Ooh, Pickle just falls. GTS Smoke's gonna find that one. Not only one, but two falls inside, and there's Dynamic. Oh. Was that a Molotov? I don't know, from Dynamic? No, that was from Eddie. Okay, I was about to say Dynamic. That's the wrong smoke grenade there, but no, that was definitely a nicely tossed Molotov there from the opposing team right there. Another nade in play. This one's probably going to find its way into the window. It does not, but the res is already in play right there, so DD does stick one. Back to three. Pickle basically gives it up there, and then in already is three players for GTS right in the staircase, holding the line for his team. We'll see if DD can hang tight, or if the push from GTS is going to basically come with them being the victor here. So far, so good. Continuing to chase up the stairs. He's got him. Can't put his gun away, or excuse me, the nade away in time. Can't pull the gun out in order to get the shots back. Dynamic falls, I believe, on the next floor. Another knock came through, so yes, the res stuck again. There it is. It's now finally back in play. Denies any further entry. Flush comes out. That's Dynamic down. DD with two, and GTS takes over the 5-stack here. Bottom side of the zone. Wizzy now finally goes. There's another one. He's knocked. Where's the res? Where's the flush? Nothing still from RR. Still the slow fight. Again, RR doing it right here. They are power in numbers, all four in two different buildings here. They've got these two holding. You see the Molotov in play. It's going down. It's just shy of Wizzy's position. Mikey's still hanging tight in the back, not moving an inch. Here comes Apex, making their way in from the back as well. They're going to try to get in this fight with Dig and RR. Shots going out. Apex, Izzy. Down and out. Apex Viper, down and out. Apex down to just Hex. I think Mikey's going to be able to capitalize not only on one, but two. He's coming across, and stop cross street. Is he going to be able to make it? He does. Confirms that kill. So at least one more in the bag here for TNT. Now 5 kills all day. Nade there. It's done. Fuji, perfect toss. Finishes out TNT. Takes them out in 13. 13 teams going into phase 6. That's how you know we got a city finish. There's no way this happens any other way. No way this happens any other way. Rito is going to go down right there for RR, caught in the back there on a 5-stack. Pure basically takes position of there. Rothenberger been surviving for his team as DES went down super early in the match this time. And again, credit to him for being able to survive here inside this crazy Los Leones. All you got to do is stay away from majority of the teams. And it looks like that's what he's exactly going to do. Pure 3 members just outside his position. Just outside that position, you can see T3 with their 3. The 4th man a little bit further back, anchoring themselves in. Actually, no, did they lose Fury? Fury's down and out, so T3 just down to 3. This very congested side of Los Angeles and the immediate center doesn't have a single soul on it. It's like there's nobody that wants to play this immediate zone right here. Lots of contesting. GTS does go down there. Very in zig. Lose the fight? to DD? No. Okay, we're still up. We're still up. Smokes is gonna get confirmed. He's knocked. It looks he's not gonna get confirmed. Barely away. He's not even moving. Okay, comes in for the flush. Flush coming in. Eddie's getting a pickup right here, and he knows he's not gonna get rezzed here. That's why he wasn't moving. Gav on the peak. The last up for Core still in top. Gav does end up taking out Ace Esports here. He was a nice, cheeky little peek. Took a little bit longer for the, I think, stream to get there, but that was a nice play coming out from Gav. 2-piece, now on 3 kills total for Core. Basically keeping them up with some point momentum here. And this isn't really anything to say for these games here, but, you know, in the bigger tourney of things here, when the money actually starts to be on the line, the weekly series is in, this is when it then comes to play for Core. And there it is. GTS is going to finally finish that fight in the 5-stack. Takes out DD. Apex finally goes down to Rico. And I keep calling him Rico. It's so hard. I commentated RR so long as Rico's Roughnecks. Like, that's all I ever want to say that they are. And I know that's not the proper name here, but I continue to say RR no matter what. Keep trying without it here, but RR. Let's see who. Let's actually get the proper name here for them, so we can actually call them what they should be called. Return respect here is, again, there's so many RRs out there. Okay, return respect. I like it. That's who the real RR represents here. Now we can get into it. Phase 7, everybody. 7 teams left up in that phase. T3 is going to find a nice little knock and confirm onto Pure. Pure confirmed by T3. T3 going to pick up 2 more kills. Now over in the meantime, WC can focus on RR, and the attention from T3 can work on hitting RR as well. WC definitely going to be that third-party help. There goes the knock already on 1. On 2 goes for the second there. T3 should be able to capitalize on this fight with the help from WC. Definitely not going to be an easy walk in the park. Definitely not going to be something to walk into. They will have to get it. There's Makaz again from the side. It looks like T3 might not even get any of these kills here. WC keeps doing the work there. The res does come through on the Antho, so Antho is back up. Holy Nikes, yikes. 217 person raid. Holy wow. Elite Esports, thank you so much, dude. Absolute legend. Hit him with the 217 right there. Let's go, baby. 217 people. Welcome to the stream here. We got a huge raid. Welcome to Console PUBG. Los Leones Circle. It's intense. We got one more match after this. T3 Rewind will go down as the stun man comes in. Pulls out the stun. Comes out with the shots for the 1, for the 2. The stun man lives through the hype and gives his name exactly what it deserves. T3 Stunman out for T3 right there. Now WC resetting. 5 teams remain. The next team to go out will bring us down to our top 4 teams. Welcome in Raiders from Elite Esports, my day 1 brother from casting. We casted since the beginning. Guards, 2 fall. Makaz not there for the backup, confirmed, as well as Marco is there for the flush. Another nade to almost do some more damage. Trait steps back, and he is able to get that first aid off. Now Makaz looking to support, making sure the push is not there, and it's not. Can the console platoons turn back and be able to do something here? Shots onto Makaz. Makaz opens up, looks to find him there on the side. Isn't going to get it. T3 does fall to a mix of Core, Gav, and WC. Makaz fighting on 2 different angles here. He had Rewind already down right there. Gav comes in, finishes up the rest there, and takes care of business. Where is Gav even at? Gav there at the top of it. Look at this man surveying the field here from the top. He's got a nade. Where's it going, Gav? Gav taking the nade, thinking about it. It's going down. It's a little bit too overcooked, and he's going to just miss the big of Marco right there. As Marco looking in. Let's see if he's got an angle. He's looking to find Makaz back over there. And here we are in the middle of the fight right here. We got Gav pushing around. He finally makes his way down. That nade almost looks so good to get that knock onto Marco right there. Unfortunately, it does not. There it goes. The confirm does go from the barrel. I think he was trying to smoke out to make his way. The smoke bounces off. He's going to come back. Still Batulin's trying to hold this last angle onto Gav, but Gav just too quick with this barrel here. Doesn't even have the AUG in hand. Isn't even taking the meta. He's taking the old school. 5 kills for his team, and this is exactly why he was the MVP here of our group 2 weeks ago. This man has just cracked. His playstyle is there, and he just literally leads core with nothing but pizzazz. And new update is decent, bro. The new update is fantastic, bro. Like, many cool features, dude. So many things to go right here. Batulins is going to go to Makaz knocked right there. Zig's going to get it. Batulins looking to potentially get it in here. He's got the AUG. He knows Gav's coming in for the smoke, but the smoke is providing that cover. We can see Batulins cannot. Traits is going to find not only Eddie, but Zig as well. Takes down the both remaining players of GTS. Now it's a 1v1. Gav in with the shotgun. He's trying to get some plays here. He's trying to get some content. Creep around. Pumps him one. Straight shots in the back there. He's actually going to go out first in the smoke. Holding out, still waiting for the push to come in. Not looking likely. Batulins gets back, gets the first half. Gav gets the first hit off. He's around. He switches back. Traits is now taking some shots on the other side. Batulins takes most of the damage. Gav knows he's inside, but still can't land or exactly find where he's at inside the building. Spots him out, pumps out once. Goes for a secondary shot here. No, he still can't get it. The zone is starting to push in. Traits, realizing all he has to do is take down the winner of the fight. The fight is over. Gav's the victor. Switches out to the barrel. Spots Traits at the wall. Traits goes for shots. Traded out on both sides. Switches back to the shotgun for Gav. Gav trying to do it all. Gets the first aid off. Push comes from Traits. Traits is there. And the double pump wins it out for Gav. Core out on top with the victory there. Comes through not only with 1, but 2 kills with the shotgun at the end for a 7-kill independent victory to keep the win streak alive for Core. 3 games in a row go to Core, and that was a solo play, a solo win by Gav. They don't even need 4 players to get the chicken dinner. And man, oh man, who is going to stop this team? I said we had 3 wins in a row. Core comes in and it says, we can show you those 3 wins in a row. That is absolutely crazy from Core. 3-3-3, the 3-peat for Core here on day number 2 here. WC, they're in second. That's going to be an 8-kill. Again, another runner-up for WC. So close to getting it. Traits fought so hard to get that victory, just like Gav, but Gav with that shotgun was not going to give it up. KO there in third as GTS in fourth, and then T3 creeps up there into fifth with 5 kills right there. That was a fantastic game, a fantastic Los Leones finish, and what a outcome of events. Guys, take 5. I'll see y'all.
Open eye, feel the
All right, everybody, and we are back for the fourth and final match with the Raiders left here from the group. That was a huge raid coming out there from Elite Esports here in the midst of things here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that ending there on Los Leones. That was a spicy finish, to say the least here. And then, again, great play by Gav here to end off with the shotgun. Who doesn't love a good shotgun finish here, especially on console? Thank you guys for the PC players that remain sticking around. We are running on 720 instead of the 1080 HD, so hopefully I can get back to the 1080. But again, I know you PC guys are used to quality. So if you guys are still here and still lurking, hanging out in the chat, I appreciate you guys being here, checking out what we have to offer here as far as the 720. I'm going to get with the core boys after this and get us upgraded to that 720p. Looking to get in. Plane is very, very similar. Instead of going north to south, instead of going south to north, it's going north to south here. North to south plane path then takes us here down. Looks like Los Leones. Again, a very prime draw site. We need a different zone. Give us some high-end Miramar, some northern Miramar. And that's all I really want to see. If I could see that, I'd definitely be a little bit more taken away here. We've seen a lot of the southern part of Miramar. We got to see a little Chuma. Let us get over to the El Pozo side of the map. We can definitely get over to the El Pozo side of the map. I see a whole lot more interesting plays coming out from the players here, to say the least here. And we can definitely see a few dropping off. A lot of teams actually dropping off there in the middle. GTS Core, WC making their way out. Rico's RR, Return Respect making their way out. Pure, Des, RMV, P7, AE. Going down. Ooh. Is it? Ooh. Hot drop. Maybe. We got WC coming in with KO here in Picado. We haven't seen one of these in quite some time here. Hot drop inside Picado. Who doesn't love a little bit of spiciness to start off the match? And again, so not every match, right? But again, every now and again, who doesn't love this little bit of spice to basically bring things in here? So we're going to watch KO get into it potentially with WC. But we can see Tweak all by himself over here with the 4 members of WC. Do they realize it, and will they take advantage? Still waiting. Not a whole lot to grab here just yet. Again, both teams kind of slowing out the fight as we survey the map. There's the zone up top. We've got it into the north side, so it listened. Wow, the zone it followed today. Love to see it. So with that note, we've got a north side zone. We've got a potential Torre finish. We've also got a potential, this compound right here. Good finishes here. Good finishes here at this compound. This little warehouse tends to be very, very good. The amount of crates and the amount of this is a different play zone that you don't often get to see, so a finish here would be fantastic. Golden prime for positioning right now, not only in Torre, but also in the spot that we have Golden Soggy here. TNT just outside in the Oasis, sitting pretty tight and pretty inside their position as well. AE down here to the south, as you can see, Del Patron and the Hacienda. Taken away by Ace Esports. A couple other teams really, really southern on this drop spot. Again, those teams that drop in Picado are going to have to win this fight, rotate high north here. So, again, don't take too long on the fight. As I say that, there's Chris wasting no time. He gets the first knock here on Makaz, potentially going for the flush. He's actually going to go out and just get the heal off first, not giving away his instant kill to traits. This buys traits the time to then come around and get this res. So there he is, sticking the res just outside the building. And is Chris going to be able to make the play to basically get the double knock here? He's got the grenade in play. He's going to the window. He's actually going out. Had the right intention, and you know it almost re-knocked Makaz with that 7 damage done. Out of the 20 HP, had it done 13 more, we just may see a different Makaz right there. Chris does make his way up on top of the building. Good read right there. Had he done that, instead of feeding the nade out right there. That could have easily been the knock, been the confirm, and been that flush right there. But unfortunately, now Chris traded out. WC back in the return of things here. And they're looking for not the second place. They're looking for the chicken dinner here in this final match. He wants in the back, though. He tries to pre-fire. Bueno has no idea where he's coming from. Baits him in. Has to switch out. Both weapons need to be reloaded. Let's get the reload. Let's get the flush. Guards will get too late to help him. In he comes. They keep coming, trying to assist, and then boom, there's another KO player in the back right there. This time, Batulin's confirmed. Marco knocked. Great grenade coming out there from Mikaz. Mikaz is going to get that, finishing with the rest of the squad with their traits. Then pulls in to give the backup there as Tweak and Chris will go down. Credit to traits. Unfortunately for Bueno, Bueno is going to go down there early on. I mean, that was, we didn't even see him. He comes in, going for the flush. He's quiet. You don't even basically hear him, and then boom, there he is right behind, basically ready to make these moves. And good job from KO, at least able to take one out with the fight right there. And then now that is WC celebrating with a few extra shots towards the end. Golden regrouping again, just outside that Torre position. T3 just south of them. And again, rotations starting to come in. 5 minutes about to be on that time clock. And the blue zone will start to make its way in. Let's actually go over, take a look over onto Core, see how they're looking in day number 1 here. Taking the bit. Oh, we're getting to see it. We're getting to see it. This is how Core is doing. Core is taking the flight, and as they take into the air here, this has basically been the new meta. And you have this big line here which basically says, hey, I'm right here. But if you know there's no other teams around you, here is your easiest rotation into the map. Done, done, and done. Oh. and then this happens. Play the sad music. Where's the violin at? Well, hold up. Let me get him with the little. Oh, come on. Nah. Why do you gotta do it to Spence? There it is. Done, done, and done. Now he's taking a little bit different of a rotation path in with the rest of Core. Can't believe we actually got that on cam. Watching him miss. Majority of the rest of the teams were able to basically make it all 4. Core has a little bit of an upset right there, and Spence is going to make his way into the rest of the squad right there. Pure playing the divots, playing the bowl. It's a little bit too early to play this position right here, but it's still phase 1. However, they're just kind of driving around, scouting around. Rousey's paying attention to what's going on here. Says, hey, take a stop. I'll take a few free shots. I got these kills on Core last game. I'm looking to get him this match, and you know, you hate to see it, but it's essentially what they're looking for. Dragging it in from the back. Rousey is going to jump that wall. Pickle, Dynamic, and Yang making the way in for D still. Double of them are again good compound here, picking up by Pickle and 01. Look at all of Core. Core's like, I don't even know where to fall at this point. Spencer's like, you know, I'm glad I didn't take the ride with you boys. He said that's all on you guys. Kaki has absolutely nowhere safely to land. He's got Paul stopped in the vehicle, taking shots. Soggy pushing him on foot here, trying to confirm with the AUG. Gav, I think he made it. He did. He made it. Gav makes it all the way here up top. Making the plays here. We got shots being taken out from Gav as he's just hitting that angle. Is he going to be able to actually get some kills from up here is the question. He's trying to now fall out. Trying to fall down and hit the parachute. Cocky, catch me. Catch me. Oh, he's catching him. He's catching him. Oh, that was solid teamwork. He does make the play, makes the catch. That's a 10 out of 10 if I ever seen with that Core with the teamwork here again. We're catching Core on all types of moves right here. And this is how much do you think Core plays together? Doing things like this, doing it so consistently, doing it so fluently. That is just crazy. Blake saying he needs to go outside. Gav is he's just cracked. He's just cracked, man. You can't count Gav out for nothing. T3. Back out of here. Golden. There's Mayor. Good positioning again. Watching for these guys here. Phase 1 closer and closer to giving us that phase 2 in the next 2 minutes. So we have a better idea and a better understanding as to where we're going. RR onto the rotation, driving in, 2v2 vehicles, my favorite rotation path here. I mean, it's funny because I had somebody the other day actually come in and ask and say, this is probably the best way to rotate is 2v2 because you got one driver, one shooter. You know, that's coming from somebody who doesn't play the game there, so you can just tell there. Again, that seems like a common sense move. You always want to have two vehicles, always want to constantly be moving forward, always want to keep, you know, one person able to defend the vehicle instead of just having to drive away without being able to return your own shots there. Dig is in the vehicles driving up. P7 driving up as well. RMV maybe has the bag. Has the oh no, they actually just took out a member of Apex here, so grabbing up some loot and then maybe going to use the bag here. We'll see if they do end up making their way, and I don't currently see a line going up, but I'm guessing that's RMV's potential game plan. Now let them sit here. Watch RMV sit here until like phase fucking 4. Once they're in a phase 4, wow, excuse the language here. We're in the CCS still. Phase 4. We're going to get into that phase 4, and then watch, they'll still be here. Then they'll take the rotation, and you got to be very, very careful though. Here in the mix, Boom Pure, nice little position inside of Cruz. Looking like they're in the defense, trying to keep Core out from pulling up. They will do just that as the shots keep raining out there from the distance. Spence, Axtron, and Gav, and the rest of the cocky boys are going to be here inside of a great little compound just outside of Cruz. Rotation's going to be good. I have to watch out from a couple of teams coming out from the north side, just above them there. T3, Golden just outside their position as well. And again, central position for Core. This is when they perform their best. We've seen them with just one player do it all. Now we got 4. Now we got 4 players. And we got 4 players in the mix here. It's going to be coming up for some potential spiciness. Gav did it all by himself last game. And now he's going to have all the 4. This is all the 3 members, the remaining 3 members of Core here with him. Axtron, hello? We've lost him. Save for res, save for res. Stick it, stick it, stick it. Crawling inside the building. He's made it. Core fans, don't worry. Core fans, don't worry. I feel like this is like how the PC casters feel about Sonics. Like they're just always there in the action. Like you try to avoid, you try to go to some other teams, and you try to look, and it's just like Core. Hello, Core. Core. Ooh, Golden. Okay, we're gonna highlight that. RR taking some shots from Golden, catching him on the rotation there, and they still have Narco pretty much pieced out. Monkey's just raining shots down. Is going to finally hit that last bullet. I'm not even sure where Golden Monkey is shooting from. We talk about a distance coming out from the Monkey there. Let's actually get over to Monkey's position. And look how much further he is away from the squad. He's in, he's out, he's zooming. He's got a 6 times only, and he's still hitting them shots. There's an old legend right there, the Sexy Hippie. I haven't seen that name in quite some time. Sexy Hippie, welcome back, man. That was one of the first people I got involved in comp with, and that's back when I used to think that I had rights to play comp. Now it's I'll stick to hosting, I'll stick to casting. Sure, I'll show up as a sub here, but man, oh man, there is some great players out there, and I'm good for pubs. I'm not great for comp. Ace Esports, 2 members there, 2 members here. Nice little cross split. RMV coming down from the parachute straight into Cruz. Looks like not a bad drop. Actually, not straight into Cruz. They're floating above, and that's not going to be great. Not going to be great the longer they float. Oh, there they go. Okay, coming down pretty consistently. Ben Ems may have pulled a little bit early there, but shots potentially coming out. Yep, there's Pure spotting out Turbo. Turbo is going to be able to land. So is Ben Ems. And then we're looking to see if Keebs is going to get down. Keebs does get down. Golden Monkeys finally get that confirmation onto RR after the bleed out comes through. Pure whiff. Pure sitting on some good kills. Looking to find that return, that damage back onto RMV. Circle finally going to shift here. Torres out. varies down, knock from Golden Monkey. Golden finally finding their footing here in the final match of the night, starting to pick up a lot of potential, a lot of kills here. GTS did just lose one, and now Dig's going to pull up onto the remaining two members, Eddie and Zig. Eddie holding the angle tight, but the pull-up is coming through. Nobody on the backside there as he just checks just to make sure nobody has that ulterior angle as the pull-up does come through. Here's Gazoo with some footsteps there as the footsteps come through. What is he going to be able to gain from this? Is the information being sent over to the Zig? Catches one, and then the same spray, Gazoo is going to catch Zig. Eddie taken down from the back. Fuji comes in for some big plays right there. GTS looked with high hopes, but Dig came in, and this is exactly... So we didn't get to see Dig today entirely too much here, but we did see Dig previously in this match. I'm sorry, previously in this day, going crazy inside lobby number 1. Now this is the Dig that must have been in lobby 1 because I didn't see this Dig in the first 3 games here, but they are in the higher up positions as far as placing it goes. So I'm actually going to add the leaderboard, drop that back down here real quick. Dig was up top. Dig was up top coming into today's games here. They're in 7th place. They're still actually doing relatively well. Code Red leading the charge. Torch, woo, he's still burning it up. NES, Nitrous Esports killing it as well. K7, Winner's Circle, Aguida, there's Dig in 7th. Many Moti Gaming, Ding Dong in 9th. NE is in 10th. The New Era go to the lobby in 11th. Got the Sauce went up from 14th up to 12th. Pure Gaming's up in the line here 13th. Crank Esports, gotta love to see them up there. RR, the Return Respect, and the Teenage Ninja Turtles make their way up. New Butters kicked out. RMV out. Ace Esports, that's some surprising names to be out. One more day tomorrow will be the take, but let's get back into the action. There's that zone shift. Zone starting to closer and closer into Cruise. Another city finish. I don't potentially see that happen. It's going to pull its way here up towards Dig and TNT. Spicy Bro taking some damage from Mikey there. RMV Turbo is going to find the final member of RR right there, creeping in the back right there. Credit to RR. 12 teams now remain here in the final match. 6 kills already on the board for RMV here. And these guys are just slowly but surely making their way in. Takashi with just 1. Ace Esports taking some shots here on to DD as well. DD does lose Dynamic. Also Pickle. And then another member who Pure is just coming up. Ace Esports Core. Pure just demolished DD here. I mean, it is a battleground to say the least there. You got Pure involved on the fight. You've got Ace Esports looking at it. Nada from the distance. You had T3 looking at it. And then Core. There was just so many people involved in that. Shot sent out. Keebs. Keebs looking to find that RMV, looking to increase this kill total. Ooh, Keebs. Got a trigger finger, but says Walshy says, if you ain't gonna make those shots hit, boy, he said you better look back. Nice shots coming out from Walshy. Get Keebs to peek back in. Ben M's looking to maybe see if he can get that attention on Walshy now. Ben M's getting onto AC. Turbo trying to find DBS on the rotation there. Looks like he is gonna come off there, but over onto East. T3, who's actually rotating in. They're coming in onto this fight with Ace Esports. Nice and silently, slowly, surely, they will get into that. Rousey is picked up here as the res does come through. Walshy back inside the smoke. Rousey does get the med kit off to get back to full HP. In comes Cliff. Cliff's going to find him going for the res. Gets the knock. Should have went for the player that had more HP, but unfortunately is re-knocked. In comes Rousey. Rousey finds one. Looking to find the second at the top. He's got them both down. Looking to confirm. Make sure you don't get your teammate there. He's got next to no HP. Stop moving, stop moving. He's got him clipped. The pickup coming in from Rousey. Ace Esports hangs on by the thread of their teeth there thanks to Rousey. And now it's all left to Hyper, who's sneaking his way in As Walsh confirmed, they do lose him from T3. Fury picks up one. Stun comes up. Ooh, he's right there in the window. He's right in front. Gets the 1v1 with Rousey. He's going to get the knock on to Rousey, around and down. He does go. Clift is still inside the window. He's on that same floor. Clift has not confirmed any of those kills yet. One bleeds out. The second still left for Rez. If he can win this fight against Clift, he'll be able to pick up this Rez onto his teammate up top. Coming around. He's right there at the front door. He's going to open up the door. Clift there for some shots with the barrel. Let's get into Hyper's vision. He's got the one. Just needs 2 more bullets to land from that barrel, and Clift is going to be eating the pavement. He's up and over the wall there. His teammate's still bleeding out. He's got about 30 HP left. He's in the window. In comes T3, realizing what's happened to Stuns there. He's getting a little bit too aggressive. He takes down Cliff, though. It's worth it. Pixlr in for the backup. Not realizing there's still another team here. Rewind's caught down. He's got him. One's knocked. Doesn't fool. He gets the knock. He's got another one. Fury there for the backup. That was almost bad for T3. Somehow they survive. Pixlr bleeding out. And it's RMV potentially to put the pressure here. Now back onto T3's spot. Up top. Oh my god, what is happening up here? DES is going down. P7 getting in. WC has just lost quite a few players. And even though they wanted the chicken dinner, it's not looking like that's what's going to happen here. More knocks coming through. P7 is going to fall right there. But not only that, DES eliminated guards. Holding on tight. Staying alive. Staying alive. And that's all he can do for the time being here as Bonnie sticks up. He's going to get the res here on to Crazy. P7 back to 3 players up. Guards will just look and continue to put up some more points. Oh, actually spotted out. He's going to throw the smoke out. Somebody must know he's here, and that's got to be No Mercy. Come around looking for the angle. Makaz's feet are right on top of this rock. It's not looking great. Ooh, coming around. He's still sitting on. Guards is already gone, baby. Faked him out. Guards is on the move. Are they in the vehicle or are they taking the run down? Guards may have a chance here. Oh, Core. Oh, Core. Let him get the fight with up top. Nope, they're in the vehicle. They're all 3. I thought he was going to take on P7 there. P7, where are we stopping? Are we trying to crash? Are we trying to bypass Dig? We are. Are we going to get the knocks? We're not. P7. 3 players still up. They've lost No Mercy on the pull up here. Smoke's coming out, trying to delay the inevitable. But here, they have bought themselves away inside the zone. Nades coming in. Oh, the bounces are looking good. But just shy of the position there. P7 able to live another day as Crazy checks the seed. Shots come through, not only from them, but also from Core. Okay, Gav, Spencer, Kaki, and Actron still playing center zone. 6 teams now remain with the elimination of T3. A little bit of help from Gazoo from the side, but Dig does most of the work. RMV gets credit for a kill as well, and now they still have to focus on the P7 Endeavor right ahead of them. RMV smokes out. They have Ben M's Golden Monkey. Golden, like I said, has been prime in the survival, in the success of the race today. Continues to put these points up, continues to climb the charts, and is doing exactly what they need to do to get these points on the board here. RMV then falls in 6th, leaving 5 teams remaining. 1 more to release in order to get that top 4 on the board. And with Core continuing to get this circle of, I'm not seeing any falter in their ability here. We got Dig just holding tight, looking for an opportunity to get inside the zone. TNT as well, looking to make their way inside that zone. But Core, like I said, just angles, shots on everything. TNT needs to use these other teams as help. Core's just letting everybody do the work around them. And this is exactly what they should be doing. And it's working, it's taking it, it's making things happen. Ooh, Ooh, Volty shot out right there for Dig. Dig not going to like that one, but no connection from TNT. So it looks like they've actually pulled up to get this res here. Now on to Wizzy. Smoke's coming in play. The vehicle also to deny those shots to come through. The res is in play. Dig back to 4 up in just a second if TNT can't collapse in time here. But we do see TNT making the run up, and it looks like it's going to happen. Up and over is Mikey. Fuji's going to find the first knock on to Raphael. We're trying to see if Mikey can hang tight from the back here. We're actually going to look at the effect of Fuji here. I want to see his angle. Wizzy's still back down as Nade re-knocks Leonard with some good positioning, good timing. That nade in the face of Fuji, continuing to just hold tight. Has not been knocked yet, but still could easily come back up. Wizzy not able to be picked up here. Again, bleeding out slowly but surely. It is going to be happening. Inside the zone, more and more teams just keep gathering up. Core is pushing on this a little bit too hard. Remember, they have 2 other teams here on the outside of things, and there is Fuji stepping up, getting Mikey, Raphael, a little bit of help from Core as Gav gets some of that credit. Spicy Bro trying to hold off the 2 members of Core here at the top. He's poor. Ooh, I haven't seen this in comp yet. There it is. The foldable shield comes into play. We're just gonna let that sit. Foldable shield, everybody. That's the foldable shield in comp, especially when you're playing the Core boys here. 1, 2, 3. That thing was done, and now they have just 1 player left up. It's Gazoo. Cocky spots him out, goes up over the top, and there it is. Gazoo falls. Core 9 kills, taking down our 4th squad in the final match of the night. The res is good on Gav. And Core just non-stop. Are they going to win all 4 matches tonight? Core? 4? Core for 4? Hello? Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Drawing it back. Axron, Gav, Spencer. Let's see. Are we going to be able to get it? Cocky's just holding tight. It's feeling good about this match. The rest of Core just wants to let Golden and P7 do the damage, and they can easily walk up, take the victory here. They close out the 2 teams just in the vicinity that they need. And now we're coming back at it. Look at Core. Core, I thought they were just going to play the rest of this game aggressive, but they want a 4th win. They don't want to just get, they want a 4th chicken dinner. They are practicing for the finals here. They are putting the work in now and leaving nothing on the table for anybody to scoop up here. Here comes the push coming out from Core. Cocky. Spencer's going to get the second. That Hetty's lining up. There it is. M4 off. Get the knocks on to P7. As I said, they didn't want all the kills. Yes, they do. 1 taken away. Soggy will get credit for that steal on the Bonnie right there. Making sure the secondary can't happen here. Spencer puts a few more bullets in for good measure. Now looking to find their way away. There it goes. P7, no mercy. No mercy given to P7 in this regard. As the nades come out, here's the stun. That's going to be perfectly placed. That should do just what it's supposed to. By the time over comes the push, Spencer's going to find the first. Actron looking to find the second. Now maybe to find the third. He's blinded, but he's still going to go for the shot. Can't get it. Switches out, but the backup is there from Cocky. GG's to Core. 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken dinners tonight. Every single match went to Code Red Gaming in the second day of ranked decision here. Ranked decision could not have been better for Core. Even as a one-man, we've seen last match, Core was able to take home that victory. So enough said. You all can see how amazing Core has played tonight. It spoke for itself. It's been basically impossible not to see how well they've done here. So that is a fantastic job again by Core. Golden makes their way up into the top 3, and this is exactly what we needed from them, putting the reverse things, because they have not done so well inside the series here, saying that They needed this game. They're in, eighth place overall of today, but there is a whole lot more that they potentially could have done here. So let me actually switch over to an intermission screen so we can kind of chat some things. Overall leaderboard here in just a second. Give me a moment to go through this, and we'll get you guys back here to the actual leaderboard itself. Actually drop that down for you guys. So leaderboard for the overall day sitting right here. As you can see, again, some of the teams that are still waiting to get the upload. Disgusting sitting on 17 points right at the bottom of that eighth place again. So, but the more important leaderboard that everybody is waiting to see is this one right here. And this is where it counts. So you'll see it right there at the top. Code Red Gaming right there at the bottom right hand side of the screen. The host, the conductors of the tournament here have made it possible. 128 points is in first over Torch, 119 points, and that 128 points is only gonna grow. Code Red Gaming, man, 73 kills. 79 for Torch, though, who's beat him in kills, but again, the consistent wins, the consistent placement, and the steady victories of Code Red Gaming are what put them in first. Nitrous Esports still hanging tight in third. K7 there in fourth. Winner Circle in fifth. Aguida in seventh. Or excuse me, in sixth. As Disgusting remains consistent in seventh. And then Many Moti Gaming in eighth. That's the top 8. But it's the top 16 that are going to count. So to continue on, it's Ding Dong, New Era, Go to Lobby, Got the Sauce, Pure Gaming, Crank Esports, Return Respect, and the Ninja Turtles so far to go in for the ranked games. And unfortunately, that is the cutoff at the 16 teams. That one will win, one will get kicked out. One will win, one will get kicked out. But remember, the ranking system, the importance of this list right here. These 16 teams on the left-hand side will be the ones to compete in the weekly series for the money. The other teams on that other 16 side have to wait for their chance to get in the order that they're in. So starting from kicked out and going down, that is basically going to be who comes in to the matches for the weekly series here. So again, one more day to finally get yourselves into that top 16 so you can start off in the weekly decision and you don't have to miss any games and any opportunities to get that chicken dinner. However, if there's one team that I know isn't worried about missing a game, it's Code Red Gaming. But they're right there at the top, making sure they can secure every single chicken dinner. So hats off to them. That's our top 16 teams. That's going to kill us, and that's going to end us off for the day today. Code Red Gaming is still live, so we're going to drop a raid on them just like they dropped on us yesterday. And then we will put on the rest of it here. So let's get us back into the mix of things. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I've been your host, CC Exclusives. We're going to switch over to our intermission. We're going to get the things rolling here, but again, there's potential, to say the least. I mean, we're looking at it as there's a lot to go. We got 16 teams on that 16 side, and there's a lot of switching that has been done. However, 36 points tied by Return Respects and the Ninja Turtles here. That is the cutoff point at 36 points for tomorrow. So if you're looking to get into this lobby, you need to get over the hump of 36 points. A lot of teams are really, really close. Beast Mode starting at 25 all the way up to Kicked Out with 33. There is just so much potential and so much room to switch. But again, Ranked Decision ends after one more day. We have 4 more matches, 2 more Erangales, 2 more Miramar, and then we finish off of the Ranked Decision. Top 16 teams go into the weekly series here where Code Red Gaming is going to be hosting on their channel, and you can find all the action live there. Again, Code Red Gaming. Be sure to check them out. That's where we're bringing the raid to. Give them a follow. Give them a love. Be sure to spam the chat and make sure you hit it all and give it tons of love here. So we want to make sure that Code Red Gaming gets all the love in the world here. Hats off to you guys. I've been CC Exclusives. It's been amazing. You guys have been awesome yourselves. I will catch you guys next time on the Cold Crew Exclusives channel. Thank you all for being here. Elite Esports, thanks for the raid. Blitz 5, thanks for the raid. Thank you for bringing your followers and your families here to the channel here. I hope I've taken care of you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Any feedback, anything that you guys think could help to adjust the stream, send my way, and I'll be sure to consider it here. Till then, stay cool, calm, and collected, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
Waves cut through me, hypnotized.